Gulfie is situated over there. And what we're going to do now is set up camp. Now, especially for all you overlanders, understand that this place is what nature built for us to enjoy, which means we've got to take care of it as much and make sure we don't leave any of our garbage over here. Now, this space, the Sangti River Resort, allows for overlanders to come in, and they charge 300 rupees a day. It's a great deal, it's fair, and this is how they keep their lands available to us to enjoy. So let's set up camp and see how it works. So if you follow me around, now I've faced this truck, it's got to be level with a rooftop tent. I've faced the truck in a way that when I wake up in my tent, I see that view. I wake up to the sun rising over that hill over there. I wake up to that view, and the sun sets on that side. So I need to put my awning on that side, right? So let's go and get the awning done. So this is the awning that just broke, by the way. You can stop it, we need to fix this one. So we've got the zip sorted out, we just broke the zip handle. We've got ourselves a makeshift zip handle here, which we need to make it more secure because this could, by accident, poke somebody or cut somebody's hand. But for now it works. It's called jugaad. Right? You got to think on your feet. So you pull this out, let it loose. Unroll it. So can this be a one-man operation? Yeah, it depends on. Just screw it in for some stability. It's a screw type thing. So let's give you some stability. Then bring this out. That's the thing over there. Right? Okay. भैया आ जाओ. Screw this up to tighten it. Fasten the Velcro straps around the frame. Now this looks like a little breeze flowing here, and so you could even use some guy wire to stabilize this. Now you can adjust the height of what you want, and the other side to the same thing. Now it's just simple getting your geometry right. This is not long enough. Pull it forward. This is your awning, gives you shape. You put your chairs in here. I'm opening up this camp fully, just so you understand everything that's possible. So this is the picnic table. everything is snug in here, so when you're driving it doesn't rattle, and so that's why it takes time to pull it up. This you'll get in Amazon or wherever, you know, these are quite popular. Nothing fancy. So it opens up. You lock it in place here. That's locked in place. Flip it over. You have a picnic table for 4. Put your food in here. Enjoy camp. Now the next job is to put the tent up, get my home done, so I know my penthouse is ready for me to sleep tonight. This orange thing is my jack. It's the inflatable jack that uses the exhaust fumes to fill her up and lifts the car, so I don't have to bother with, you know, manual labor. Of course, the fridge, my sleeping platform, if I have to sleep in the car at some point, this is my sleeping platform, but I don't really need to, so it's full of stuff. So let's walk up this side. Or, you know what, since I'm demonstrating the camp, so you're pausing and doing stuff, just so you don't keep going. Since I'm setting up camp, and this is just a walk around, a very handy tool. Dig your car out of sticky situations, dig a hole to crap in so you can fill her up again. Very handy. Here's my drawer system. This is normally my countertop. If I don't set up the outside like that, this is my small camp. All right, just a handy way of pulling it up. So I'm going to take this out and pull out my kitchen gear. If I need to cook, my stove, my cooking gear, and this is my propane gas. So let's put this back. All right, we're good to go. Take the stove, propane, the kitchen utensils. Set up the stove. Now you can pull this out, keep it on the countertop, and use this against the wind. You know, whichever direction the wind comes. Now this is quite simple. Pull it open. There's a very easy way of putting it in. It says unlock. We're at unlock. You put this in here, line it up, and lock. So this has to line up right here. And now she's good to go. So you lock her up. And let's try and turn the stove on, right? So it has its own, what do you call that, ignition. There she is, she's running. So you got a flame. Low flame, high flame. Can you see it? Can you see it? Well, you can feel it, it's hot. So that's how it works. Turn it off. You're done. Take it out. Unlock. Take this out. Close her up. And you have this. This is a chef's tools. Cooking gear, knives and forks, cutlery, knives, wash, chopping board for vegetables, scissors to cut your meats. Yeah, so you pretty much got everything in one place. When you're done cooking, you'll wrap her up, put this back in, shut it, lock it, take it back into your camp. Storage. That's here. Open her up. And this platform can be used for many things when at camp. There you go, it sits nicely in there. Boom, and you do this slowly. And look at these heavy duty rollers. This makes it easy for it to bring it in and telescope it out. And then you lock this up so that it doesn't slide back when you're driving. Put this back in here. We forgot to keep this, so we'll do it again. These are highly flammable. You've got to be very careful with this. It's no different from your diesel that's flammable, and you're careful with that, aren't you? No different here. Cool, dry place. Right, okay, let's open up the penthouse. For that you need this. If you lose this, and I've lost about 5 of them, that becomes useless. So I've learned my lesson the hard way. These are not cheap. I've actually got some made in the local fabrication shop. So India is great like that. You can get this stuff made and for almost no cost. It's very, very cheap. So you unhook. Both sides. Good, we're ready. I'm going to show you where I'm going to sleep tonight. You need a little strength, but a little exercise on the road won't kill you. I mean, you have other models that'll pop up with a gas strut, but the more things that are automatic, the more things that go wrong. So I prefer the manual. Keeps you exercised, because you've got to find a way to keep fit when you're driving. And while you're pushing it up, make sure you zip this place down, because you don't want mosquitoes going in there. With mosquitoes in there, your life can become miserable. But in these strong winds, no mosquitoes here, so we're good. Okay, so he's penthouse ready. Put this safely back so you don't lose it. How did I lose them the first time around? After I brought it back down, I left them in here and I started driving off. Forgot that here, and it fell off 4 times. So hopefully I've learned my lesson. So yeah, so if you walk around with me, this is a typical overlander's camp. you could get fancier and fancier. This truck has a 50-liter water tank. This is a 50-liter water tank that goes across the entire car with the wiring, or rather plumbing. I can attach a pump, which I have to, and I can have pressurized water that comes up from in here. This is the shower. So this is how the shower opens up. So just like a shower curtain, and you pull this out. One side pulls out from the inside. And that's your shower ready. I'll be back. And here I shower, change, whatever. And hello. That's the shower. Privacy tent, whatever you can call it. Now how do you put it back? Move it in. Now this is a front runner product. It's a South African company that makes it. So it sits in there. Once it's all dry, fold it like anything else and roll it up. I'm not an extremely handy kind of guy. If you can see, it's quite klutzy. I've got really small palms. I don't hold too much, but even for me, it's kind of easy. Rolls back in there. Stick it in. Zipper it. Stuffs up really good. And these zips are quite, well, they're designed to be quite hardy. Just make sure you don't have these fabrics caught in the zip, then you could create holes, which is not then good for the tent. Welcome home. Join me in my living room, and I could flip up a laptop here and look around you, work in these conditions. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe to this channel and support the mission of the Gift of Life Adventure Foundation as we drive around the world, live in these conditions. They look nice and romantic, aren't they? But it takes a special kind to live like this. But I highly recommend it. You will find a lot of peace and joy and meet such wonderful people like Kandu and Shashank, who's actually shooting this. That's him. And we're looking forward to meeting 2 or 3 kidney donors who live in the village right behind me. And Kandu took the effort of identifying them. He said there's a lot that happens here, and maybe the universe brought me to this point with a reason. For the Gift of Life Adventure, I'm Anil Srivatsa signing off. Subscribe to us. Thanks. Out.